Grandma was a super hard worker. You're gonna be a failure if you don't have a degree. You have to do it. Take a person, give them pain, anger, and nothing to lose, they will get somewhere. Nobody's gonna rescue, at least not me.
Nobody's coming to save you. So you build and grind and you rise. From struggle to breakthrough. From pressure to legacy. These are raw, unfiltered stories of entrepreneurs, leaders, and dreamers who refuse to quit. Welcome to No Rescue, sponsored by Proto. Welcome back again, No Rescue family. We are at it again. I am genuinely excited for this one because this individual has an incredible story. She is an international phenom when it comes to the art space, specifically tattoos, and she's just an all-around good person. Sofia, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm honored and excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you. I'm excited for you to really share your story because as we've been talking and discussing, you have an incredible story. Like you have an impactful story that I think a lot of people are gonna learn a lot from. And so I'm excited to kind of dive into the details of your life and kind of figure out how we can get to know you a little bit more, right? So
thank you so much. Yeah, when I think about my past and my story, to me feels so normal.
Yeah.
But people, friends who know me well say that I should share my story because there is so much that happened and it can be just inspiring. And so that's why I'm here today. Yeah. I'm very low key. I don't share much about my private life at all on social media or just in general. But I feel like, it's nice to inspire and in a way maybe help people that are going through or went through similar paths. Yeah. That's what we're here for, awesome. to put out something good in the universe.
Absolutely. And I'm excited because just the little time that we spent together at the beginning of the day, like there's already been for me just very impactful and very meaningful stories that I appreciate that you shared. And so I like to start at the very beginning. So let's talk about like little Sofia, like where did you grow up? How did you grow up? Let's start there.
I was born and raised in Verona, Italy.
Okay.
It's a small city in Italy, in northern Italy. My mom is Italian. My dad is Brazilian.
Okay.
So for the first year of my life, I lived in Brazil.
Okay.
Then my parents divorced, and we moved back to Italy with my grandma. So it's very typical for Italians to live, with grandma and in the same house. Yeah. So pretty much my grandma and my mom raised me. More my grandma, actually, because my mom being a single mom, she worked a lot. And so I spent a lot of time with grandma. Yeah. Being that they are from two different generations, grandma went through World War II and survived that, which... I can't even imagine how tough that was. She lost her sisters very young, very young age, of something that nowadays you wouldn't die for. Yeah, something very simple. Basic. Yeah. And then my mom, which is from the hippie generation, and so two different mentalities, two different personalities that shaped me in who I am today, and. I'm very grateful for that I had my grandma in my life because she was an anchor and she taught me things that back then maybe I didn't appreciate as much as a kid, but now I think about it and I say, now it makes sense. She was very stoic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. I
very
love that.
Disciplined.
And your grandmother, she was Italian as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
She's Italian, but Slavic, half Austrian.
Okay.
And then came to Italy. Yeah. So it's a mix.
I love it. So were either your grandma or your mother, were they entrepreneurs? Like where did you get kind of your inspiration to start building your own business early on?
From both mom and grandma. Okay. Grandma was a super hard worker. Yeah. She was at 80 years old with back pain all over her body, you had to go and stop her from working.
Yeah.
She would work still in the garden, do anything in the house. You really had to tell her, stop.
Yeah.
So that's, the old school mentality. She had 3 jobs, and then she had my mom, and then 1 year later she had my aunt. But in that year, her husband died. So she had to raise 2 daughters alone, working 3 jobs day and night. She worked for the NATO for over 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very disciplined woman. And my mom also, she always pushed me to be entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
So my first job was probably, I was maybe 5. So I would sell little figures, little things on the street.
Yeah.
I would put a little table and a little chair under the burning Italian sun in summer, and sell to people that would walk by. Just sell a little thing for maybe 50 cents or something. Yeah, my mom always pushed me to be entrepreneurial. And then later on, when I was a teenager too, I was in school, but I was already working. So at 16, in summer, I would work night shifts at a bar to serve alcohol at people, which is unheard of here in the United States. But
I was gonna say, you do that in
Italy, nobody cares. At least back then.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
So I always had jobs while I was studying. I think some people just are born with that mentality, with that attitude.
Yeah.
And I always had it.
Yeah.
I remember being 8 and saying that I don't know what I will be when I'm grown up, but I know that I want to be my own boss.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a boss, and I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
So it was already very specific.
That's really early, right? At 16.
8 years old.
Oh,
No, 8.
This is 8, even earlier. Oh, wow.
8.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome.
So, and I don't know why. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
But it was there.
Yeah.
So.
And was it at 8 years old, was this just you knew you wanted to be in the arts? You wanted to be some kind of artist, not necessarily. I imagine at 8 years old, you're not thinking tattoos.
No.
Right? But it was just artist, like just artistry.
Yes, artist. I want to be an artist. I've been drawing since I can remember.
Yeah.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Already doing body art.
Yeah.
Painting on my body, all over my body, painting on the walls.
Yeah.
Everything I could paint, I would draw it.
This podcast is sponsored by Proto. With Proto, taste comes first, but trust follows. It's clean, it's grass-fed, and it's made with standards you can feel. This is protein for people who expect more. Bougie, not basic.
So at what point did you then, I guess because I know that you went to school for art school in Italy, correct?
Yes, I went. So the school system in Italy is different than here. You can already pick a direction when you're in high school, which could be more scientific, more literature, or more art, or more technical. Yeah. So I picked art.
Yeah.
I was an artist already. I wanted to be an artist. So I studied art in high school, and then in college, so Academy of Fine Arts in Italy, which is a really prestigious academy, historical academy. It's beautiful. You are literally surrounded by all the things you're studying in the books, all the statues from the Renaissance era, all the buildings are still, it's amazing.
That's
Italy is
next level.
Italy is the most beautiful country in the world for me. People sometimes ask me, so you've been living in different countries in the world, you traveled all over, and so what's your favorite country? Yeah, believe it or not, is Italy. I left, but maybe one day I will circle back.
And so you went, and so in school, when you went to art school, you're obviously specializing in art specifically. When did tattoos become something that you wanted to start aspiring to?
So I always walked to school, and starting from age 6.
Oh, wow.
So, And there was a small tattoo shop on the way to school. And back then, it was the only tattoo shop probably in town.
Yeah.
And it was really dark, and on the window there was some skulls, some biker stuff, but there was blinds, so I couldn't really. And every time I could like try to look inside and see what's going on there, saw tattooed people, I was already fascinated by it.
Yeah.
But at 16, I would say that's when I said I want to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
I had a call.
Yeah.
And I'm very blessed because at that age, usually you're so young, you don't know what you want to do with your life, and you have to pick a college.
Yeah.
So you're studying in a college that you don't even care about.
Yeah.
And that you're probably not even ever going to use that title. Most people don't.
Yeah.
Unless you're a doctor or surgeon or lawyer.
Yep.
I still decided to join college after living in Norway for a year. Okay, fuck this place. I don't like it here. It's too cold. Let's go back to Italy and start college. Nowadays, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
But back then, you're going to be a failure if you don't have a degree. So you have to do it.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's do it. So I'm a college dropout. At,
Hey, join the club. Welcome.
Third year of college, I left to move to Berlin, Germany. And that's when I officially started my tattooing career. I was already into tattooing for 3 years.
Yeah.
Tattooing friends, just, at home.
Yeah.
Kitchen table.
Yeah.
But when I moved to Germany, for me was that step where I said, okay, let's just go for it.
Yeah.
I have nothing to lose. Yeah, when you have nothing to lose, you can just go and everything is going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, that's quite, especially going into Germany, because you're not of German descent. Like you don't speak the language.
No.
And so like moving there and starting a business there, what was that like?
So I studied languages in school already.
Okay. So you knew a little bit.
Usually you study English, but in some schools, if you want, you can pick more languages. So I wanted to study German too.
Okay.
And by the way, I was really good with languages. So I almost joined college to be a translator and study languages.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was passion then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I decided to just go with my real passion, art.
Go with your heart.
Yeah. I really, and mind you, back then, it was not like today where tattooing is so popular.
Yeah.
And anyone could just go at some shop and get an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
There was a few shops and they did not want to share their information.
They were picky. Yeah.
So you kind of have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I remember there was no also shops where you could buy tattoo machine, ink, no internet.
Yeah.
Like now you can just order it online. I took a train and went to Milan one day and I bought a coil machine, some inks and needles, and the rest is history.
That's
I never messed up anyone though. I tattooed my friends, but it turned out well.
Yeah. So Sofia, tell me a little bit more about your relationship with your mother.
So my mom, like every parent, she did the best she could.
Yeah.
But she's not a very motherly person. So, I'm sure she was going through her own struggles and her own things, but she was not very present. So she would work and then she would, as a kid, I was always thrown around. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Being thrown around. I was either at some friend's home or I would go to my aunt's house or always somewhere, but often alone. So I was very lonely and I had no siblings. So it was a difficult relationship with my mom. She once, years ago, probably 10 years ago, we had a conversation, and for her it's very difficult to admit certain things and kind of about how things went down.
Yeah.
And we should say, well, I was out doing my thing, in her free time.
Yeah.
She would rather go out and with her boyfriend or whatever, rather than being home and spend time with your daughter. So once she told me, well, it was better I went out and had an outlet rather than being home and beat you up.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. I say, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So, it's it was not easy as a child already. I had to learn to kind of rely on myself.
Yeah.
Which is not good because you need an anchor.
Yeah.
So for me, that anchor was my grandma, but also my aunt. My aunt married a German man, so they were living in Germany. So when anytime I had school break, like Easter or Christmas, or when I didn't have to go to school, I would go to Germany and spend time with my aunt, my uncle, and my cousins. So they were family, and they're both painters. So that's when I also started leaning more into art and painting and drawing with her. So yeah, it was a good time. But the hardships that I had to go through as a child really mold me into who I am today, in good and bad. And I think that no matter what happens to you, you always have to find the bright side, and you have to be an alchemist.
Yeah.
You have to be an alchemist of your life. You have to transform all the pain and all the trauma and all the bad things that happened to you into something that can elevate you.
Yeah.
There was other events. I've seen and lived things that I think nobody should, or women shouldn't go through, but can't change it.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not a victim. Victim mentality is deleterious.
Yeah.
It's not good. No matter how painful all that was for me, I always thought, okay, but someone is having it worse.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere is having it way worse.
Yeah.
It can always be worse.
Yeah.
Be better, but it can also be worse.
Yeah.
And so that's my mentality.
Yeah.
And that's what made me push through in life. And yeah, I think victim mentality is something that is really bad for you.
Yeah. And it plagues a lot of our society today.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
People think that they are a victim of their circumstances and there's nothing that can be done.
And maybe that's why I don't share my story.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people's pity, and I don't want people to judge me based on the story.
Yeah.
I want you to get to know me now, in the present, for when you meet me.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Yeah.
Right? So yeah.
Well, I also think too, though, that, you are the end product of all these experiences, right? And I think just you being able to share the journey that you've gone through to arrive here, that's very helpful for a lot of people, right? And you have such a beautiful story that I think a lot of people are going to resonate with. There's one thing you said that I wanted to ask you a question about. You mentioned how you're not a victim, and that you were able to turn, that we should turn these bad experiences into good. How has some of the experiences you had maybe with your family, how has that helped you in your tattooing career? How has that helped you in your professional career? Would you say those were experiences that helped mold what it is today? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, because take a person, give them pain, anger, and nothing to lose, they will get somewhere. If they are able to channel all this into the right direction, because it could be self-destructive or it could be productive.
Yeah.
So it's all about how you're able to channel
Yeah.
the energy.
Was it always productive for you?
No,
Okay.
I have been destructive
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
When, in my teenage years,
Yeah.
destructive behavior for sure. But, then if there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah.
I always try to be a better person,
Yeah.
better than yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's why I do a lot of self work, and I tried to heal from all the trauma, to channel my energy into one big goal that I had, that was becoming a good tattoo artist.
Yeah. And here you are. I love it. And I'm curious because, you kind of explained how you had, this childhood, experiences, and that led to maybe potentially at certain points of your life, you were destructive. How did you come out of that? Like, did you have family that helped you through this? Is this because meanwhile you're moving to places like Germany to start a business, and I assume are you moving by yourself? Like, and if so, like
I moved with this guy that he was my boyfriend at the time. He was German. I met him in a trip in Germany. And a couple of months later, he said, "Oh, come live with me. Come move to Germany." So I moved to Germany with him.
Yeah.
It turned out to be a really bad relationship. He was abusive.
Yeah.
And just to add more
Yeah.
struggles, but I learned a lot. And how was I able to get out of this destructive behavior or unhealthy patterns? Oh, it took many years.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a good place now. I found my balance and happiness, and bodybuilding was a big component.
Yeah.
But it was really hard, and especially because I was alone. So you asked me, was there family helping you? No, nobody. And especially being in a foreign country with no family and my close friends were not there. The only support I had was this boyfriend, which was actually not. It was really hard.
Yeah.
And also with my mother, I can't really rely on her much. So I had no support system.
So how'd you get out of it? But not only get out of it, thrive, right? Because this is also the start of your tattoo business, which is now a very successful business.
Honestly, I don't know, but because I had times that were really, really dark, where I was suicidal, and it lasted for a while, good couple of years.
Yeah.
Where you wake up and you don't want to be here, and you don't see the point.
Yeah.
Just there's no point in being here. It was really hard. I don't know how I got out of it, but I knew that at one point I really had a talk with myself, and I said, well, if you keep going like this, you're gonna either die or end up in jail, or something really bad is going to happen. So
figure it out.
No rescue.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna rescue, at least not me.
Yeah.
Nobody rescue me. And I'm not a person that really asks for help. I had to learn. I'm better now at it.
Yeah.
But I could go through the worst things, such the things I mentioned, and my people wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Like my friends back home.
Yeah.
I became really good at masking and pretending I'm fine,
keeping
and that
it all
nothing,
in
keeping it together.
Yeah.
Because I had to keep it together. Work on my career, on my reputation, on my work, the things I liked. So tattooing really was my anchor in that dark stage of my life. Tattooing has been the only thing that kept me going, that was worth waking up in the morning for.
Yeah.
So very meaningful for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I owe everything to tattooing, you know, where I am today and the life I have. And I'm very blessed.
Yeah.
I am very, very blessed, very fortunate.
So where did things go in terms of your tattooing? Because it sounds like that was an anchor. It saved you. It kept you up, kept you going, kept you moving forward. Where did it go from Berlin, from Germany? Like, is that where did it start to take off? Like, I know at some point you ended up back here in America. Like, talk us through that kind of time.
So I moved to Germany and I ended up living there for 7 years.
Okay.
I don't know why, how.
Did you end up learning the language at all?
I knew German, but then you have to learn. I had to learn it more. Yeah, I speak German. It's a really hard language. When I moved to Germany, I found a job at the biggest tattoo shop in town, like
awesome.
Few days later, immediately.
Yeah.
So that was really good for me. It was a good start, a good intro in the tattoo world. And then I started doing expos, tattooing at conventions, and from there just build a name for myself. Used to travel for expos or for guest spots, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
You go at a tattoo shop somewhere in the world and you work alongside other artists. You can learn from them, hang out. It's a more relaxed vibe than the expo vibe.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this for all those years. And then in 2018, I moved to the United States. So that was an even bigger move.
Yeah.
Because moving from Italy to Germany, it's a different language, different culture. You leave everything behind.
Yeah.
You don't have a support system.
Yeah.
But moving to the United States, that is a whole different story.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest challenge that I had to go through.
And why was that? Why was coming to America such a big? Because you don't hear that a lot, right? A lot of times, for example, my grandparents are immigrants from the islands, and when they came, it was land of opportunity, right? There was a lot of opportunity here, and so I'm interested to hear your perspective in that. It was very difficult and very hard, and in what way? It
was very difficult because, of course, you have to go through an extensive legal procedure.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Which takes a lot of years and a lot of patience.
Yep.
You have to stay focused on your goal, and the process sometimes doesn't always go smooth. There is, some ups and downs, some moment. Pretty much your life is in the government's hands.
Yeah.
So it's not a nice feeling.
Yeah.
They could take away everything from you if they decide to, send you back, whatever. I'm fine, but it was very nerve-wracking. So that's one thing, coming to a country where the system is completely different.
Yeah.
Basic things that now for everyone is just common knowledge.
Yeah.
The credit system, those things doesn't exist they exist in a different form in Europe, but you have to get a social security number. I didn't even know that you can't share it with people. I didn't share it, but just to give you an idea of how clueless I was. Yeah. Credit cards, credit system, what is that? Yeah. How do I build a credit?
Yeah.
How do I get a credit card?
Yeah.
So I had to learn.
Yeah. So a lot of
and now we're here.
Well, that's awesome. And this was back in...
this was in 2018.
Okay.
Well, America is a great country.
Yeah.
I am very grateful to be here. It's sad to see some Americans complain about America. They have no idea how the rest of the world is.
100%.
I feel like everyone should go and live in a third world country for a little bit to get an experience and to see how life is outside your reality. Because there is many realities.
Yeah.
And that's why I love traveling, because you see so many realities and you get in touch with different cultures and languages, and there is so much to see.
Yeah.
But then you realize that we're all the same.
Yeah.
So
we're all...
the essence is the same.
100%.
Beyond religion, beyond, beliefs, whatever. We're all the same. But it's still important to see other realities outside your own, because it's really going to expand your mentality.
Yeah.
So I think traveling is the biggest school of life.
Yeah. And with that being said, I'd love to hear your take on the opportunity here in America? Do you feel like building a business here has been better than if you were still building it in Germany, or like
yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%.
How so?
That's why everybody want to come here. There's a reason why America. Yes, it's definitely easier in America to become successful. And the beautiful thing is that you can come from nothing. You can come from the favelas.
Yeah.
No college, nothing, and you can become a millionaire.
Yeah.
Nowhere else in the world, not that I know, you can do it like this. And, the system in Italy is made so that they don't want you to be successful. Yeah. So it's really, really hard to make it.
Yeah.
Trying to do my best to make it work.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and you've done a great job, right? You've done an
thank you,
job.
thank
You've built an
you.
incredible
It's just the
business.
beginning. I always feel like I'm so hard on myself. I always feel like
there's always
it's
more.
not enough. It's not enough, but it's okay. It's okay to think like that.
Yeah.
So just keep pushing, but at the same time, take a moment to acknowledge where you have come. Because especially so I like to surround myself with the big dogs. I like to surround myself with people that are way more successful than me. I want to be the smallest person in the room. So it's good for growth.
Yeah.
So I think, I didn't do that much. I'm not that successful, but it's not about the numbers you hit. To me, it's about where did you start from?
Yeah.
So considering where I started from and all the hardships and battles and demons I had to go through for the most part alone and pull myself out of really dark, deep holes. Yeah. Maybe I was never going to come out of. That's success. And then build a life where I'm really happy. I have everything I need.
Good for you. And
nice.
I love that because I feel like it really hits home for me because you're obviously an immigrant yourself. I come from a family of immigrants. My grandparents were immigrants. And, just hearing their stories, I feel like there's a lot of similarities just in the struggle. And I really like what you said. It's not about the number you hit. It's about where you come from. And I almost feel like I have a strong sense of obligation to build upon the shoulders of my grandparents because of where they came from, what they did to get here.
Absolutely.
Right? And I feel like you're living proof of that, right? Of being able to come from, where you've come from and the experience you've had to turn them into really good things, to build on them. And which brings me to kind of, what is the plan for Sofia? Like, what's your goal now, right? Like, where do you see yourself in a few years? What's the plan with your business up to this point? Like, have you thought about that, or is it a continual growth of just self-development?
It's a continual growth, and sometimes you can change direction. I have been tattooing for 18 years, and I am still active. I'm still tattooing, but I'm slowly starting to think about my retirement.
Yeah.
Tattooing is a demanding job, physically, mentally. It's taxing. So I'm starting to think about the next 5 years, 10 years, a game plan. Of course, tattooing is who I am, but it's not only that. I feel like there is other things I would like to explore and other directions I would like to go. But I've just been so absorbed into the tattooing world for all these years that I really didn't have much space and energy for anything else. So, when you want to be successful at something, you have to be obsessed.
100%.
Obsessed.
That's what it takes.
So this year is very meaningful for me because I have allowed myself to take some time for myself.
Yeah.
Because pushing is good, but you also have to learn when is the time to slow down a little bit and give yourself some love and allow yourself some space you have to first create the space, and then whatever is meant to come is going to come.
Yep.
But if you're always pushing, go, and there is no space for anything else, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
So
and that's when you get burnout too, right?
yeah, I got burned out so many times. So
100%.
yeah, but I'm trying not to anymore because I learned, and that's when you learn to push yourself. But then you have to know when is the time to step back for a minute.
And to love yourself. Wow.
To not burn out, because then 100%. When you burn out, it's counterproductive.
Yep.
Because then you have to recover and
it kills everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's, I feel like it's a balance that you learn with age, you know, getting older, you get more wise.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You legitimately have to be your own worst critic. All at the same time, you have to be your own biggest fan, right?
Yes.
And that's a very hard balance.
It is really hard.
Extremely.
It is really hard, especially if you're someone like me who is very hard. I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah.
It's very important to know who you are and to be proud of your accomplishments.
Yeah.
And I am. Going back to your question, there is one thing that I would like to do in the future. I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but it will at some point. And that is working with teenagers, mostly troubled teenagers, kids that come from situations, maybe a household where the parents are in jail or are addicted to drugs, and just be a guidance for them.
Yeah.
So I think I have a lot I can share with the younger generation, especially because I think when you're a kid in that situation, you don't want to be around all these social workers. Most of them, they don't know what they're talking about
100%.
Because they didn't live that.
100%, yeah.
For them, dealing with someone that can be a guidance, but also someone that they can relate, because I have been living some of the things they are living.
Yeah.
Can be really what makes the difference.
100%.
And I would love to help younger kids.
That's awesome.
Most of these kids go down a bad path, do the same thing their parents do, or they end up in jail or addiction. But having someone who believes in you can make the biggest difference in the world.
Yeah.
Can be one person.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Well, that's so beautiful. I absolutely love that. I don't know if, I'm sure people have told you this before, but just simply you sharing your story, I think is doing a lot of what you just shared. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are helped by this.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. And so
it's
been incredible. And so one of kind of the, with obviously this being the No Rescue podcast, and you've kind of shared those moments when you realize nobody's coming to save you. One of the last few questions I love to ask everybody is, what for that young entrepreneur, for that young maybe girl or young boy that's in that position of realizing that nobody's coming to save them, of desperation, what's your biggest piece of advice for them based on your experience and how you got out of your own, like for those people that are in those no rescue moments, what's your one thing that you'd like to share with them?
You have to really want it hard. You have to want it hard. Sometimes we just wait, hoping for the miracle to happen or for things to somehow shift or change or someone to come rescue us, right? But what really, at least for myself, if I think back, and what really made the difference from me hitting rock bottom and standing up once and for all and just getting the shit done was I got really tired of suffering. I was really, really over it. And so that was, I wish I had more to say, but that's really it. It's like if someone's going to come and to me and say, hey, I'm in a really bad position. I want to be successful. I want to, do this career, do this job. Whenever you're done being passive and be there and suffer and waste time, then that's going to be the day where you stand up and you go for it.
Yeah, and you figure it out. Yeah.
I'm a tough love kind of person.
I love
so the people that I have around, like my friends or I always encourage my people. I push them always. And of course,
with love,
you have to, the person needs to be willing to go for it. But I'm always looking for what could be a good opportunity for you, or just pushing them like, hey, so in America, people are very polite and very kind, and that can lead into fakeness sometimes. Yeah. People don't really tell you to your face
what you need to hear.
What you need to hear.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
So better be ready. and I want the same for my friends, my 100%. Close friends.
Yeah.
I want them to give me the truth.
Yeah.
Push me, or believe in me. So yes, I will be tough on you maybe, but it's gonna be, that's what you need.
Better, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a real friend.
Yeah. I love that answer. And it reminds me of, I had a mentor tell me one time that, to be successful, it takes what it takes, and there's no shortcuts, right? And to your point, it's like, you have to really want it, right? There's no shortcuts in this game. It's just a matter of you trying to figure out what it takes and going and doing that, right? And I think your advice is spot on. Sofia, this has been an incredible experience. Thank you so much for sharing your message. I just want you to know that this is, that these stories and these moments of these moments that you're sharing, right? They mean something. And I think you know that, but I think more than anything, like, I just want you to know that there's people that are going to walk away from this and they're going to be better because of it. So
I hope so. And thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. And thank you for being here. No Rescue family, Sofia Souza, thank you again for being here. The last thing that we have on the agenda that we have everybody do is we just have you sign the wall behind us. So
okay,
we'll go ahead and do it. So thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
Sponsored by Prodo. Flavored protein. Not protein flavored. Discover our 20+ luxury flavors at prodoshop.com.